Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets.
And now,
and we'll be back to the first pitch right after this.
New York Mets.
And taking the ball for the Mets, Clay Holmes. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look off, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And we're underway from Queens. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Fielding for the wall as he makes the catch. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This team is aggressive on the bases, Chris. They lead the league in stolen bases for a reason.
Yeah, with this lineup, singles can turn into doubles or triples. It's all about how you come out of the box. Such a fun team to watch, Boog. Let's see if they can run away with this one.
And up next for New York, Ben Rice. Strike two. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that one hammered. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
That is third.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Here's Judge now. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Just missed.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Man at second.
Ball, that's off the plate.
3 balls, no strikes.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
That's through there for a strike. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now 2 gone. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's been a great free agent sign. This one in the air, center field. Gets under it. And that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back here at Citi Field, And on the mound now, Cam Schlittler. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Hey!
Inside, almost got him. Swinging a foul out of play. The 1-2. And that skips into dirt. That one misses.
4-4. Take your base.
Lead off walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Sliced hard but foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Bench on at first. Nobody out. Swings through that one.
That was straight queso right there.
Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's one down.
The designated hitter.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, you know, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
No, he's
Checks
in.
over to first, back safely. And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here in Queens, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle.
Let's go, Clay. Come on, man.
Foul ball there. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure regress to the mean Water finds its level, all those sayings that he will end up having a good year. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman,
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that misses. Ball 1. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Second inning here. No score.
Ball.
Let's go, Clay.
2-2 now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Spencer Jones. Just missed. Swings through that. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Come on, Clay.
2 down, nobody on. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Let's go, man.
Line to left, and foul ball. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's down
Ball
and in.
3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that is that. So they go quietly there. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the second. MJ Melendez up now for the Mets.
Melendez.
Ball 1.
And
Nope.
another ball. Schlittler, a righty that throws with power. 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2022.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That keeps the zone. It's 2-2. In the air, left field. Bellinger on the move. And there's one down.
Batting 6, the third baseman, number 7, Brett.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one fouled off. And that is out of play. That one way inside.
Ball 2.
Liner, base hit. And a man aboard.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, and all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here is Marcus Semien.
Ball, that's inside.
Baden leads off first with one away. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Baden into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. Got him swinging.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's the center fielder. Right there for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Fires it to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. On the board first, it's 1-zip.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Peyton Senger now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. One run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that one fouled off.
Ball 1.
Inside,
Time
and
out.
hit him.
That ball got him.
He had him 1-2,
Perfect.
and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
The right fielder, number 3,
First and second,
Jose.
2 outs. Carson Benj up now for the Mets. Walk to open the ball game. There's the strike up high. 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is Mets baseball on the show NYC. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
Ball 1.
On the ground to the left. Beatty to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Batting 9.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the catcher, J.C. Escara. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Fair ball. It's in and out of his glove. Takes the turn. He's digging for second, and he'll reach second with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One out. Runner at second. Now here's Trent Grisham. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Man at second. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. In the air, right field. Benj should have this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben.
Here's a big power threat. Ben Rice doubled his first time up. This one in the air, right field. That one back there. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Ball 1.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's ball 2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mlb Show.
Yeah! Ball! That pitch is out. That's ball 2.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Juan Soto now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First
That's a
offering
ball.
and it just misses.
Outside, that's a ball.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
That misses, and that's ball 3. That one ripped, but foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
3.
And down on strikes. That's out number 2. Soto wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. 2 down, base is empty. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Got him swinging. The big righty strikes out the side. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they still lead it 1-0. On to the 4th. Now up is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And Judge takes a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
1-1 now. And Judge spoils that one. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The batter number 13, second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Flied to right his first time. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. That clips the corner. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Good job to fight that one off. Here's the 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. On the ground, right side. Simeon fires over to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Down in order go the Yankees. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 4th, MJ Melendez up now for the Mets.
Melendez.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Not a whole lot of damage against him yet, and he may just keep this approach.
Beatty, batting 1 down, takes a strike. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. strike three, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Simeon in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Here's the 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. In the air, left field, and that's a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Next one is off the play. Now 1-2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Oh, that got away from him.
That ball hit him.
He's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So up next, Spencer Jones. He's 0 for 1. And that's fouled off. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
1 out man at first, and the batter now, Anthony Volpe, 0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one for strike 1. And the 0-1 to the left side, but it is well foul. McMahon, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Here's the catcher, J.C. Escara. Doubled his first time. The 1-0.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs.
Ball 2.
That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And here's a 3-2. got it. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, number 97. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Throw is offline. And he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Hayton Sanger, the next to hit.
Ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one
Ball
off
2.
the mark. Ball 2. Swing and a foul straight back.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98. But a really good pass at the ball.
Man at second. And it remains 2-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now it's the right fielder, Carson Benj.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
First pitch way inside a fastball. Ooh.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Pitch misses. And the count is 2-0. Late on that fastball.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
The 2-2. And there's
That's
the ball.
ball 3.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Runner steals third, though they get the out on the dropped strike 3.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that there are 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And a foul ball. The 0-1.
Ball, that's
Movement
low.
in the Yankees pen. Camilo Doval, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hill getting loose as well. 2 outs with a runner at third. This one in the air center field. Grisham under it. And that ends the inning. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. We're through 5. It's the Mets 1 and the Yankees nothing. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching for the
Austin
Mets,
Warren gets the call from the pen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. And he takes a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Craig Kimbrell, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Manaea, a lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Benj gets there. He's under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben.
And next for New York,
Rice.
Ben Rice. 1 for 2.
Ball 1.
The Mets leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's outside.
Outside.
Nope, outside.
There's a swing and a drive. Makes the catch up against the wall.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here is Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And ball 1 to Judge. This one in the air right field. Benj on his way over. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Offense held in check there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. The Mets lead it 1-0. This is Mets baseball on the show NYC. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th inning. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one
Nope,
a little bit
that's a
high. Ball 3. That one misses.
That pitch is up.
So
Ball
a
4.
leadoff walk. Challenge from behind the dish here.
The first baseman.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Mark Vientos.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to
run around the move. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Cam Schlittler done for the night. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in, MJ Melendez.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
That misses.
Nope.
Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Runners at the corners, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. This one in the dirt. But no advance from the runners. Soto at third. Vientos on at first with nobody out. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runners are at the corners, one away. Swing and a foul out of play. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And now Marcus Semien steps up in a big spot.
Ball 1.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Soto scores. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the center fielder. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident.
Got him looking. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Craig Kimbrell.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for the Yankees,
Bellinger up to hit.
Cody Bellinger.
Yep, that ball went out.
The Yankees looking to rally.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The 1-1.
Nope.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Swings and misses. And now 2-2. Stays alive. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next
Ball
pitch
three.
misses. Full count now. Nice grab. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The batter number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That
Ball.
one way inside.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And a foul ball. The 2-1. Just missed.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
The Yankees down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Bichette under it. Brings it in. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Misses
Ball
off the
inside.
inside. And it's 2-1. Just
Ball
off the
in.
inside edge. Jones waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
And that's in for a strike. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Around first, digging for two. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Bottom of the seventh. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Peyton Sanger.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Benj now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and
Ball,
misses.
that's down.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Camilo Doval gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
New
Yankees,
pitcher coming on, the veteran,
41,
Tim Hill.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Bichette. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they hold the 2-0 lead.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Manaea.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got
leading
here.
off for the Yankees,
Spencer
the right fielder,
Jones stepping in now for the Yankees.
Jones.
And
Ball
that
one.
one a little below the knees. And that's ball one. Action in the Mets bullpen. Devin Williams, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Late on that fastball. Manaea, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2013. And that one popped in the air, left field. One down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Anthony.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. High fly ball, right field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher,
J.C. Escara stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's
Ball,
a little
that's
bit
too
high.
high.
And that's ball one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Hey!
The 1-2. That's to third, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that.
Really important at bat coming up now.
So back to the top of the order, and stepping in for New York, Trent Grisham. Misses
Nope,
the zone
that's
for
inside.
a ball. That was the sweeper. The tying run at the plate.
Yeah.
Down the middle for a strike. And the count even 1-1. Fought off foul.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
This one in the air, center field. Settles under it. And that's the 3rd out. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees nothing. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 8th. Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Nope. Ball 1. No.
2-0 count to a
Inside.
guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. This one popped up. Volpe. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Mark.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball inside. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
On the ground to
That ball
third.
foul.
And foul ball. 2-2. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Mets,
MJ Melendez up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. There's a strike. Foul ball. Vientos at first, one gone. The 0-2. And that one goes straight to the backstop. No advance, though.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Two on the way. And they'll do it again. And misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Baden in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And now the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Mets lead. Ready for baseball here in New York. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's a strike. We are underway.
Ball, that's outside.
That clips the corner. And
Ball,
that
that's
skips
low.
in the dirt. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
Nope,
Ben
outside.
Rice in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Just
That's
missed.
ball 2.
And it's fouled away. Strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here comes Aaron Judge. First pitch just misses. Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
2-0 count. Great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
2-0. And the sweeper is off the plate. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. Here's a 3-0. That one found hard the other way.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Right through there for a strike. A sliding stop. Fires to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We go to the bottom of the first. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Cam Schlittler. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Late swing, foul to the left. Now he breaks his bat. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, not shortstop.
Here's a Mets lineup now. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. It's softly on the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Here comes the 0-1.
Inside ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Battling here as he fouls it away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. We played an inning, no score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. That one fouled off. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn two, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
First and second, no outs. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Just missed. And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike. The Yanks looking to strike first here at the top of the second. A little out front there as he swings through it. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ball! That pitch is out.
What a stop. The feed for one. To first.
No, he's down.
Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Runner at third, 2 away. And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning, Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
Vientos.
And that one wrapped foul.
Ball one.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Next one misses, and it's 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That one not close, and a full count now. Got him swinging. And next for the Mets, MJ Melendez. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Melendez getting the start in left. He made his major league debut in 2023, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017.
Ball. That's inside.
That misses the zone. Ball two. That's down and in.
Ball three.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Clips the outside corner, and the count's full. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Three-two on the way. And he saw 8 pitches before earning the walk. Really professional AB.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first with one gone. Now at the plate, Brett Beatty. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one. Melendez leads off first with one away. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. That one almost got him. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swung on, belted. Way back there. That was foul, and he'll see another. To the right side, and that's a foul ball. 2-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. On the ground, right side. Chisholm. The throw to second is offline.
He's good.
The throw won't get there in time. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
Well, this offense just got a major gift. Probably should have been a double play, but it all starts with a good feed to second. And right there, everything broke down on the throw. We'll see if they can capitalize on this.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's Marcus Semien.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The Mets with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offer in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. In the air to left center. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, A.J.
2 outs, runners at first and second. And here's the rookie center fielder. On the ground to Jazz. Play made, that ends the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
Now the catcher up to hit.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Just off the inside edge. Top of the third, no score.
Ball 2.
That just
Ball
misses. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Way out front for strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
3-2. And ball 4,
Nope.
2 aboard.
Ball 4.
You know, Boog, it's been said, these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Grounded out his first time up. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
That one is absolutely belted. That one hops off the wall and should score at least one. Runner around third. Relay throw.
He's safe. He beat that.
Not in time. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So up next, Ben Rice. Golden opportunity right here. Outside.
Oh, that's out.
Ball one. Oh, and this one gets away. Throw into third, and he picks it off. Wow.
Clearly not the best base running you'll ever see. The ball got really far from the catcher, meaning you have a good chance to move off. Instead, you get thrown out trying to make it back to the bag. Can't let that happen.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Foul ball there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man at second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Ball.
And Judge takes a strike. Grisham on at second with 2 down. Next offer in there for a strike. And a count 1-2.
That's a ball.
Outside with a breaking ball. Cody Bellinger on deck for the Yankees. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Two on, two outs. Here's a high chopper. Bichette. They take the force out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. Back here at Citi Field. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Hayden Sanger. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-2.
Outside,
really
that's a ball.
Especially with 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Carson Benj up now for the Mets. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. In there at the knees for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
The shortstop. Bichette.
Bichette getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. This one in the air, right field.
No, that's foul.
Two down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The big righty strikes out the side. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. Start of the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He hit into a double play his first time up. And he hits a ground ball right side. Vientos over to Bichette. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Spencer Jones.
One out man at first. And now the right fielder, Spencer Jones. He's 0 for 1.
Aye!
That one inside. Look out.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Number 11, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Hey!
You're 1. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Ball, that's
Really
out.
good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. The Yanks lead 1. They lead it 1-0. Bottom 4. So now here's the Mets DH, Juan Soto.
Soto.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fouled off left side. That
hit him. He's got
and
first.
The leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
The first baseman.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Went down on strikes his first time through. Sliced hard but foul. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That to right. Way back there. And
foul.
That one is foul, so we'll try it again. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So up next for New York, MJ Melendez. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here in Queens, we go to the top of the 5th. J.C. Escarra stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, that's
The
it.
Mets have some action going in their pen. Austin Warren, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Raley also throwing. And a foul ball. Almost got him.
Ball 3.
The 3-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Ball 4.
That
Take the
one
base.
misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the
Man,
Yankees,
that's a tough
the
one to
center
take
fielder,
on the
number
full
12,
count, but I guess he saw it really well.
Nota.
It's a really nice plate appearance.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now here's Trent Grisham. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And strike 2. Escarra gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to Simeon. Over to first.
No, he's in
Safe.
there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ben Rice, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Right.
Now a pop-up on the infield. 2 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Ball.
Down low, it kicks away. And the runner stays where he is. Here's a 2-1. And the
Ball, that's
sweeper
off the plate.
misses.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
On the ground to third. And that is the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Ball inside.
And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Fights it off. He'll see another. Bouncer to second. Chisholm throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Here's Marcus Semien. Fly to center his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Not there in time, and that's the first hit for them in this one.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, A.J. Ewing.
One down. Here's the center fielder. And that's it for a strike. 0-1. Left field, Bellinger in a full sprint brings it in.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, Hayden.
So digging in, Peyton Senger struck out swinging his first time.
Ball, that's just out. That's ball two.
That
ball
one
three.
misses, and now 3-0. Carson Benj in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-0 down. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Quick toss to first. Sitting back in. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Three and two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Set down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Another inning in the books, but not before they put a hit on the board and erase the no-no. Yankees won, and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching for the
Taking
Mets,
over on the mound for the Mets,
44,
Austin Warren.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
High fly ball down the left field line.
No,
That was
that's
foul, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 2. That one
That's a ball.
close, ruled a ball. And that is ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside. This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan.
Next to hit, Ryan McMahon.
Ball, that's outside.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Right side, Simeon. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Carson Bench.
Number 3, Carson Bench.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jake Bird, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Cruz getting cranked up as well. 0-1. And look out.
Yep, they got
one
him.
gets
Take your
him.
bait.
The second man he's plunked in this
Up
one.
next for the Mets,
No
the
outs.
shortstop.
Runner at first. Bo Bichette digs in now. And there's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Late swing fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
0-2 now. Stays alive. The Mets with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. This one in the air right field. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 1-2. On the ground right side. Jazz tosses to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. And now it's Juan Soto. Fought off foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. And a count 1-2. Man at second. Chopped to the left side. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Up next for the Mets.
Well, we're going to see throwing errors from third base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first baseman, I'm sure he wants another shot at that pick, try to bail out his teammate, but that was just a tough one to come up with.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cam Schlittler departs. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Yankees, Camilo Doval.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
First and second, one out. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Swings through that one for strike one. Two on, one out. And that skips in the dirt. On the ground to short, could be two. The throw to second. Double play.
He's out.
What a twin killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Brooks Raley. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees.
Spencer Jones.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Craig Kimbrell, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Mayo, a left-hander, also throwing. Check swing went around, and it's 0-2.
Ball.
Got him. Now one away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
And here is Anthony Volpe. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Up the middle, and that one handled on to first.
Out.
And two away to start the seventh.
Showed us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand, but what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets, and it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Escara in the box again, takes the strike. Two down, nobody on. Outside corner, there's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Makes makes the play, and it's out number 3. So the Yanks go in order, but they lead it 1-0.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees,
back in a new pitcher here
number
to start the
59,
bottom of the 7th. Jake Bird.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
leading up.
Well, one-run
The
game.
left fielder, number
MJ
1,
Melendez
MJ.
now at the plate.
Melendez.
Right down to shoot. Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Late swing, foul to the left. Looking to get the tying run on base. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One-two now. And that one
That's a ball.
cutting but missing down low. Backed off the plate that time. And a payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Volpe throws it to first in time. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Beatty.
Brett Beatty will hit next. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Yankees holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. It gets down, base hit, and the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
Nope.
If you're
Outside.
a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Beatty, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that is out of play. That misses
that's
the
low.
zone. Ball 2. Next pitch
That's
is
out.
outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Man at first, 1 away. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to Jazz, there's 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, we go to the 8th. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Hey!
Rayleigh, the 6'3" lefty, 200 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Now, Ben Rice, 0 for 3 in this one.
22, Ben Rice.
Ball 1. Yep, that ball went out. Hey.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Chop to third. Beatty to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The batter, number 99. Designated hitter, Aaron.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brooks Raley is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Craig Kimbrell.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Two outs, base is empty. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Misses
Nope.
inside.
That's
Ball
inside.
1. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Yanks held in check, but they still lead it 1-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees.
now, new pitcher on the
Number
mound as we roll
63,
into the bottom of the 8th.
Fernando
Fernando Cruz. He's been so good against lefties. Here's the center fielder.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Out to short, Volpe. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Whoa, that's
Up
down.
for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The 1-0. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their 2nd challenge. The 3-1, and he swings through that one. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the tying run is on base.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
And next for New York, Carson Bench. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Movement in the Yankees pen, David Bednar. The closer is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Hill getting loose as well. The 0-1. That's inside.
Ball one.
This one chopped up the middle. Touches the bag for one. Throw to first.
Oh, he's in there.
Everyone appreciates when a shortstop makes a play like that. Your manager's smiling over there, and your teammates are loving it.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Just missed. The Mets with the tying run at third. Go-ahead run at first. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. There goes the runner. Swing and a pop-up. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Nice grab. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. 2 left for the Mets, and it remains 1-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And it's fouled away. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. Action in the Mets bullpen. Nolan McLean, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Ball to strike. The pitch.
What do you got?
Tries to check his swing. Now look to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. The 1-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 3. Right through here for a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air, left field. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 0-2. That one kicks away from the catcher. And the runner holds.
Ball 2.
Three-two now.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
fights it off. He'll see another. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. And that's in there for strike one. Popped up. And the infield fly rule call.
Infield fly rule, batter's out.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Spencer.
2 aboard with 1 out. Spencer Jones, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 1 out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The Yankees lead this one 1-0. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees,
back, and here
number
comes the
53,
closer, David Bednar.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through that one, out in front that time. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Here's the left fielder, MJ Melendez. And takes low for ball 1. Fought off foul. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 1-2. Oh, great stop. To first, and they get the out.
up next for the Mets, The third baseman, number 7, Brett Beatty.
So they're down to their final out. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Fastball for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the